record one on my device, it tells me it's too full. And given that this is like an ad hoc, spur of the moment, unscripted video, why not go live, right? Now, the title of this is Working with Other People's Energy, and also how to send your support to somebody else. And it's prompted by the experiences that I've had in the last week, and also the reminder that I can help more people or serve more people by doing these sort of videos and sharing them out in the public domain, irrespective of what people may think. So, where can I begin with this? When I teach you about tools which are quite, methodical, science-based, it will most likely be scripted, and I'll have lots of notes. So anyone that's worked with me in terms of essential oils, herbs, flowers, all of the stuff, minerals, vitamins, nutrition, when we're going down that track, totally different video. This channel predominantly has been spiritual growth and evolution, or metaphysical. Okay, I talk about it being in the metaphysical. Metaphysical means that it's non-physical. Okay, anything that is not in our physical reality that we can touch, feel. Some people can see, some people can't see. And what I wanted to do was give you some tools to help when you are someone who may be classified as an empath, or if you just find that you're extremely tired and exhausted from being around a heap of other people, or maybe you pick up how people feel, their emotions, or you seem to carry and store other people's feelings and emotions. Maybe too, you might feel their pain. So I know that for me, when I'm working with people, if I go into an environment where someone is actually in pain, I can tend to feel where they are experiencing that pain. Oh, I love technology when it works. Anyway, I can tend to feel where they're experiencing that pain, and that helps me to guide where it is that I start working with them. So this is not for me, this video is for others. The tools that I use and that I have shared with other people to help them that work extremely well include rocks and crystals. Okay, in terms of protecting your energy, there are certain rocks and crystals that work extremely well. You can Google that, you can look that up, you can find someone who is actually quite in tune with stones and crystals. You can trust your own intuition and pick up things that look appealing to you. So as a child, I would pick up black rocks or shiny dark rocks and agate and amber. I always really liked picking up amber, and now as I'm a bit older and the experiences that I've had and the training and things, I realise that they're tools that help with this sort of thing. So amber helps to bring forth ancestral wisdom and knowledge, but it also helps with pain in the body. That's why the amber necklaces do actually work quite well on children when they're teething and things like that. So adults can use them too. And the other thing to remember is that looking after your own energy when you are working around other people or exposed to a lot of other people will also help to calm them or help them to feel quite good. Because you, as an empath or someone who is empathetic towards others and may carry other people's baggage, what you can begin to realize is that your moods and energy then also affect others. So it works both ways. Now, the tool that I use quite a lot is plant, essential oil based, and it's tea tree. Tea tree is fantastic for creating energetic boundaries, and tea tree is amazing for people who really need to have that space and feeling quite safe. Now, if you're going into a situation that feels quite volatile and dangerous, you can also use clove and tea tree together. Just create that massive fuck off type energy, stay away from me type thing. So you can have that on you. How do you use them? Tea tree. Get the tea tree. In Australia, we have fantastic tea tree essential oil available to us. Thursday Island Plantation. Essential oils near Port Macquarie. It's just amazing, right? You can almost be assured that the tea tree that you purchase shouldn't be adulterated. Why does that matter? Because you want it to be pure. You really want to know that the energetic sourcing that you're getting it from is quite good. Anyway, get your tea tree, put a drop in your hand, rub your hands together, put it over your heart center, over the center in your chest, okay? Also known as your heart chakra. But this is where we will have the energy come in and also send our energy out. So that's where we want to look after ourselves, okay? It won't change who you are. What it will do is help you to have the energy still, help you to not feel so tired and lethargic after a day of experiencing others, to help you to be able to help others. If you're working in a job, like imagine being a counsellor and you're hearing all of these stories, or some sort of therapist that's hearing all of stories, or even a hairdresser that's hearing all of these stories from other people, to help you to not carry such a heavy load all the time. You can use these sort of tools. So tea tree, fantastic for that. You can also use eucalyptus and you can use lemon myrtle. They're all available as an essential oil, plant extract. They're also Australian natives, which means that you can also get them as raw material, and you could use smoke, sacred ceremony. You can use sage, that sort of stuff. And just by putting it around yourself, you are looking after the energy field that is around you, that's always there. There's like a resonance field around all of us. It's also known as an aura, an energetic field, your biosphere. There's all those sort of terminology around it. It's called different things, but basically it is the space around us. And you'll know because you'll go somewhere and you just feel cold, or you go somewhere and you think, oh, I don't like that. You don't even have to touch the person to feel it. You can feel it within their energy, okay? And then conversely, if I think about the third insight in the Celestine prophecy, if you are in a conversation with someone and you just feel exhausted afterwards, you'll find that they actually drain your energy. That's not that good either. So this is something that will just help to create that space around you, right? And really clear it out. If you've had a really heavy day, you can come home, get your tea tree again, put it on your hands and just wash it over yourself, and then jump in the shower and visualize that washing off. Sage, same thing, okay? Sage yourself before you go out. It's a bit of a funky smell. So tea tree probably smells a bit better, or lemon myrtle, or eucalyptus probably smells nicer. Or you can just use your own stuff, right, when you get back. So we've got the essential oils. The other thing that you can do is you can actually call in some assistance and support. How does that work? There is this really cool dude called Archangel Michael, and if you haven't worked with him before, you won't really know what I'm talking about. Why am I putting it this way? Because a couple of the people that I've spoken to this week actually didn't even know who he was, and it made me slow down and realize that, yeah, I need to share this with more than just one-on-one. Share it on the video. Why? Because when I'm in my happy place inside my clinic, happy to share all of the knowledge and information, never really concerned about what other people may think when they're watching me or listening to me. When it's in a public space like this is alive for starters, because I can't get the iPad to not have a hissy fit and tell me it's full. But who knows, what might happen with this side of things. But I listened to a talk today, and that person talked about a man who has just been attacked for speaking freely and for what he's done in the past, and it really put a rocket up my butt about sharing. So here we are. Now, who is Archangel Michael? This is not religious in any way. We have energetic entities, other beings who will work with us whenever we call them in. Preference is for you to work with people who are from a lighter space, or entities from a lighter space, and Archangel Michael is one of the best. He is the warrior protection angel. He is the one that you call in, the big dude that you call in just to give you the help. And he is often depicted as an angel. He has blue and purple and all that sort of stuff, but he has a sword. Now, the sword can help you. You can ask him to cut the cords from your connections during the day, so that will help you as well. You can ask him to cut the cords and cleanse the space where you are. Cut the cord. My ear's burning, which means someone's talking about me. Just do that so they bite their tongue. Cut the cords, and it will also then help other people if you're working with other people or you want to send somebody else some really good healing energy. Cutting those cords allows you to start fresh the next day, and it just cleans you, right? It's like having a shower and getting the dirt off. You're just doing it energetically or metaphysically. Now, Archangel Michael is the protection angel, and he will look after you when you feel uncertain. So if you're walking somewhere at night and you feel uneasy, you can just call him in. If you are really sick, or perhaps you've done something to yourself and you know you're in trouble, call him in and he'll give you a hand. How does it work with others and in your day-to-day life? Calling in Archangel Michael in the morning just needs to be exactly like I'm talking about now. Just call in Archangel Michael, ask him to put a protective shield around you and your loved ones and everything that you care about and everything that they care about, and then see it as a ripple effect, because everybody needs something, right, in terms of support. The other way that you can look after yourself and others is to ask him to help other people, as long as it's in their best interest. You've always got to remember that. People have free will. And then you can also then use I call it a ritual, but some people might call it an intention or a prayer, and visualize your own little protective barrier kicking into gear. So the one that I like to use is I'm supported and surrounded with really beautiful fluffy clouds, because that's my inner space. And then on the outside of that is this beautiful woven golden web, golden threads all the way around that particular fluffy cloud. So it might be a pink fluffy cloud or a blue fluffy cloud, whatever your favorite color is. Wrap yourself in that fluffy cloud. Put around that fluffy cloud the beautiful golden webbing. On the outside of that golden webbing, you're going to visualize a purple flame ignited around the golden webbing, which then just burns. It gently burns whatever is not required. And outside of that, you may have a titanium shield, which engulfs your entire aura. Now, I also visualize this going over my partner, our vehicles, the house, all that sort of stuff. Things that I love and care about, people that I work with, everything. It's just coating them, okay? So you have that titanium shield, and then on the outside of your titanium shield, you have a ring of fire. I have a ring of fire, because if anything passes through, then it's going to get burnt in that fire. If it manages to pass through the titanium shield, it's going to get burnt in that purple flame. The purple flame relates to another dude out there in the sphere called Saint Germain, and you can look that sort of stuff up, not the religious stuff. There is a difference. And then on the other side of the normal fire, I then have a mirror. Now, I have that mirror as a two-sided mirror. Why do I have it as a two-sided mirror? Because it helps me to keep centered and in check. What I send out to other people, if I'm within my space, will bounce back to me. So I only want to send goodness out. And whatever someone sends my way, the mirror reflects back to them. Ever since I started to do that little ritual in the morning, or whenever I feel like I need to do it, everything becomes calm. It just becomes a lot easier. It doesn't mean that life doesn't get hectic and crazy and scary, but what it does is it just creates a bubble, a pocket. So the layers are the fluffy encasing, the golden web, the purple flame, the titanium shield, the ring of fire, and then the double-sided mirror. And that can all be done really fast, and then just walk out the door, do whatever it is that you need to do for the day. Now, the other side to this video that I wanted to do, I know this is really rushed, but this is just to give you some basic tools, right? So tools to protect yourself as somebody who may be empathetic or picking up other people's energy. Rocks and crystals, jet, tourmaline, anything that's I say anything that's black, but some people can't work with obsidian. But you know, that sort of stuff. Amethyst is also really good as a protective. So if you like purple, get yourself some of that. Some people work with selenite. There's heaps of stones, okay? Lots of crystals. Then use your essential oils or plant. So that's tea tree, lemon, myrtle, eucalyptus for me. For some people it might be white sage. Maybe it's another plant or other sage. You could also use tea tree to smudge, do smoking ceremony, you know, that sort of stuff. And then you've got calling in Archangel Michael, remembering to clear your cords, cut all the cords every night, do it every night, start again the next day. And then create that sphere around yourself and everybody and everything that you love and that you cherish, and then see it going out to everything that they love as well, including the earth, you know, all of that sort of stuff. That's the intention that you're putting out there. And just remember, the mirror is double-sided. So what you send out to other people, and I know it can be hard because of whatever experiences that you're having. But yeah, just whatever you're sending out to other people is what will come back. So just remember that, because I feel that's really important. And trust, anchor yourself in to having that mirror there for you as well, so that others can send you love, they receive love. They send you hate, they receive hate. They send you ill feelings, they receive ill feelings. Just keep it calm, supportive and neutral. So second side of things was how to actually send somebody else your support, right? This come up for me a couple of times this week as well. When you are working with other people or anyone in your family, and they have had the experience where they've been hurt or they're not well, or you really want to be able to help them but you just can't help them, you don't know what to do, this is a way to support them and to hold space. Holding space is probably a good way to put it. The way that you do this is to sit and anchor yourself in, okay? No different to what I just rattled off. Anchor yourself in to the moment. Best turn my light back on. And when you're in that space, you want to think about the person, the place. You can do this with places as well. With the earth, actually it's good for you to do it with the earth all the time. Every morning, every day, whatever, when you're going outside, just hold that gratitude in that space, but also just become aware of the beauty that's there. So you hold that person in your space. And what you want to do is do your best to keep your emotion and your energy as calm and supportive as possible. So don't go into judgment. Don't drop into feelings of despair or sadness or sorrow. Hold your energy well, and then you want to transfer that wellness to them, that support to them. You may want to ask for their higher self, their guides, guardians, angels to support and help them heal however it is that they need the support. And you ask for this to be done with their permission and with their best interest at heart. You don't need to sit in it and, how can I put this? I know that when you learn energetic healing and all those sort of things like Reiki and just, there's lots of things that you can learn. They teach you to do remote work with people, but that's different. This is you doing an intention or a prayer. Religious people pray for other people often. This is us using, who may not be religious, wanting to help somebody who's important to us, or something that is important to us, wanting to help, not being able to necessarily physically help, but this is a way for us to help. We are sending them our good, calm, loving energy with source, so with higher self, with Archangel Michael, with guardians and guides to help, as long as they are open to it. And this is all done without you having to worry about it. If they're meant to receive it, they'll receive it. If it is in their best interest, it will help them. You just have to know that it's not your own energy that you're giving away. That's why you keep yourself calm and you're loving and you don't feel sad or any of that sort of stuff. Just keep yourself calm and centered. You're effectively a channel. You're a medium. You're creating that space, right? So there's heaps of really cool things that you can read and look up on that sort of stuff. I remember reading a book called The Urban Shaman. The author escapes me at this time. Serge Cahill or something like that, I want to say. Fantastic. He teaches you the Hawaiian side of shamanism. So not the warrior shaman. He teaches you the loving shamanism, the Hawaiian side of things. And he also teaches you a chant that you can use that assists with energy and stuff like that. So there we go. Very out there video. Hopefully it helps you if you are someone who is working with other people's energy and you need a hand. There's some tools there for you to use, but there is also a way for you to support other people and other places that are important to you when you don't really know what to do. And this is not, the energy world is not something that you've ever heard of or been a part of before. Just trust that there's something bigger out there, because otherwise all you've got left is to exist in a really materialistic, normal space and feel really down and helpless. And that's not true. We all have help. We all have support. Have a fantastic evening, and I shall be seeing you soon. I think I actually need to do a few logical videos on here now, and share some more stuff. Oh, and I'm going on a bit of an adventure soon, so I'll be sure to share myself doing yoga with the Green Dragon on my journey across the country. That will be a lot of fun. And I'll just share videos and pictures from wherever I end up on that day of travel. So many of you probably don't know any of that aspect for me at all, and then some of you do. So look out for those videos. They'll be coming in September. And otherwise look after yourself and have a wonderful night. See ya.